Hi, I'm Cameron Bailey, the co-head and artistic director of TIFF. There's a film from the very beginning of cinema called Watermelon Eating Contest. Thomas Edison made it in 1896 to show two Black men eating watermelons as comedy. Even with all the great Black filmmakers who've been working for over 100 years to tell our own stories, the movies from then to now have a long history of promoting racism by showing Black people as ridiculous, dangerous, stupid, or worse, absent, not there at all. So when we got to thinking about how to share movies and conversations about movies during Black History Month, we decided to look forward instead of back. Our theme for February is Black Futures. Dr. Robin Citizen, a member of our programming team, came up with the idea in conversation with me, Lydia Ogwang, Ikoro Huggins-Warner, and more. TIFF's Month of Black Futures is meant to imagine possibilities in cinema for Black people, Black bodies, and the nearly infinite communities of the Black diaspora. We've chosen films that showcase the brilliance of Black creativity, the call and response between filmmaker and audience, and the persistence of our presence instead of absence. I hope you'll join us.
Hello, I'm Robin Citizen, the Senior Manager of Festival Programming at TIFF, and I'm inviting you to the Black Futures on Film series, launching during Black History Month on Digital TIFF Bell Lightbox. This theme was intended to align with the goals of Black Futures Month, which was established by the Movement for Black Lives in 2015. Opal Tometi, one of the founders of Black Lives Matter, said, "The past is a great teacher, but true students and beneficiaries should always ask, where do we go from here? We must envision our future and actively bend the arc towards justice." North American cinema has many stories set during the Civil Rights era, but I wanted Black Futures on Film to focus attention on how the legacy of racial oppression affects Black lives and political realities in the present. More importantly, Black Futures imagines possibilities, interventions, and alternate ways of organizing political and personal relationships that can transform Black lived experiences. While 2018's Black Panther amplified interest in Afrofuturism as a film and literary genre, I see the Black Futures on Film program as overlapping with but distinct from Afrofuturism, which typically features speculative elements, futuristic settings, alternate realities, and an emphasis on technoculture. Instead, these selected films will, in various ways, depict Black characters in the present, exploring themselves, making visionary choices towards individual and collective liberation, creating space for healing, new types of love, familial arrangements, and self-expression. These journeys are informed by the histories of our community, yet look forward to what's next too. These possibilities are reflected not only in the film content, but their visual language, narrative structure, and mediums, such as animation, where Black creators have been historically underrepresented. The other goal for this series was really to center Black Canadian stories and creators. One of TIFF's missions is to champion Canadian cinema. And since Black diasporas have represented a crucial part of the Canadian story for centuries, spotlighting this group of creators is long overdue. In this series, there are films that you may already be aware of, such as Wanuri Kahiyu's Rafiki. Kahiyu directed the ecological Afrofuturist film Pumzi in 2010, and Rafiki played TIFF in 2018. The story follows two teenage girls who develop a romance in Kenya where homosexuality is illegal. Aesthetically, Rafiki is at the vanguard of the Afro bubblegum movement, which was co-founded by the filmmaker, and represents a fierce, fun, and frivolous representation of Africa. Rafiki's saturated neon colors, overall joyful vibe, and youthful soundtrack are balanced with a look at the political and cultural realities that are affecting the girls' love story.
I want my normal life back.
Many will also be familiar with homegrown talent, Charles Officer, and two of his films are in this series. His debut film, Nurse, Fighter, Boy, played at TIFF in 2008. In the film, a struggling single mother with a close relationship to her sensitive 12-year-old son, Ciel, meets a troubled boxer. Officer's stylized visuals, his use of color, and the tender rendering of how some people come into your life at exactly the right moment is really extraordinary. There's also Officer's award-winning documentary, Unarmed Verses, set right here in Toronto, as well as Gene of the Joneses, the debut of Torontonian Stella Meghie, who has since directed The Weekend and last year's The Photograph starring Issa Rae. The final feature of the series is the stunningly photographed Mother of George, from 2013, directed by Andrew Dusumnu. Starring playwright and Black Panther performer Denai Gurira and frequent Jim Jarmusch collaborator Isaac Debankole, the film takes a close look at a Nigerian couple in Brooklyn trying to start a family under the watchful eyes of their community. I'm also very excited to present a short film program of exclusively Canadian filmmakers. Martine Chartrand's Black Soul is animated and uses a rare glass painting technique for a vibrant, time-hopping journey through Black histories and art as seen through the eyes of a child. Mariner by Thyrone Tommy played at TIFF 2016 and was a Canada's top 10 pick that year. This film is a masterclass in social pressure, tension, memory, and their effects on a young man during one of the most stressful periods of his life. Sinking Ship by Sasha Leigh Henry just premiered in TIFF's Shortcuts program last year, but it's already one of my favorite depictions of a spiraling relationship. You'll notice that the surroundings reflect the deceptively civil couple's real emotions. Marilyn Cooke's Wanted Strong Woman from Quebec is a rich portrait of a nurse who stumbles upon a very surprising part of her personality, in between her busy day job and being a caretaker for her ill uncle. As a Black woman, this question of what it means to find yourself amidst expectations that you'll be in service of others is so important. We also have an earlier work from Kelly Fyffe-Marshall, the filmmaker of the TIFF 2020 Changemaker Award-winning Black Bodies. From 2017, Haven begins with something that many Black women will remember, sitting between our mother's legs getting our hair done. It ends with a revelation. What Fyffe-Marshall accomplishes here in 4 minutes will stay with the viewer for long after the short runtime of the film. Finally, Kourtney Jackson's Wash Day is a warm and intimate exploration of Black hair and where our self-perceptions overlap with how we present ourselves to others. Black Futures on Film features are available on digital TIFF Bell Lightbox starting February 5th, and the short program is available February 19th. I really hope you enjoy the series and that the films offer a kaleidoscopic view of Black lives and a glimpse of the world the characters and us can build for ourselves.